Right, hello and welcome to another juice review. The juices I'm going to be doing today are from Grimm Kvlt line by Nick Green, otherwise known as Grimm Green. His line of Grimm Kvlt from Namber Juice. I got the full line sent through from a company that I'll post a link in the description to their Facebook page where you can contact them and get these juices. And they also sent through a nice Grimm Army t-shirt for me. Actually, two Grimm Army t-shirts. So, the first one we're going to try is Caramel Corpse. So this is Caramel Corpse. Bottles here. All the relevant information down the side. 3 milligram nicotine there. Really nice design on these bottles. Kind of like a frosted black glass. Childproof cap. And a big glass dripper. Okay, so we're going to be dripping this in my Doge V2 with dual Claptons, 4-5 wraps, coming out at about 0.3 ohms, I think. Going to be running it on 80 watts to start off with. Let's try it out. Now, when I first tried this juice, I didn't think it was that good, if I'm honest. But actually trying it again today is quite good. I've got some notes here. I found it worked better at low wattages. Like when you raise the wattages a bit higher, you get a bit of a burnt, bitter chocolate taste at the start because it's not like a milky chocolate, it's more like a dark chocolate. So what I started to do with this is I've run it in tanks. I've got it in the Smock TCT tank, and I have that every morning with a bit of coffee, and I think that works really nicely. But you get that kind of dark chocolate first, and then it mellows out to this kind of smooth, sweet caramel. I'm not really a huge caramel fan. It never really tastes like caramel. I think the texture of caramel is quite important to the flavour of it, and you obviously don't get that with the vape. So but actually, since I wrote all these notes down and started tasting it a couple of weeks ago, this has actually improved in a dripper, and it's actually quite nice today. Right, next up we've got Yig. So this is Yig, formerly known as something else, but I think Nick got a bit of a cease and desist letter, so he's had to rename it to Yig. And Yig is a oatmeal cookie and blackberry with custard. Again, 3 milligram nicotine. So vape. I'm going to be doing this in the Velocity RDA. If I can get it open. I'm running low on these juices, and I got this on a dual fused Clapton, 7 or 8 wraps. Run a 3mm drill bit. It's ohming out at 0.2 ohms, 80 watts. Oh, that's good. I think this is my favourite in his range. I really love it with a good, nice Belgian beer. I'm really into my Belgian beers, so the kind of oatmealiness and the berryness kind of really blends nicely with a creamy, nice, thick Belgian beer. In a tank, you lose that berry flavour. It becomes like an oatmeal cookie with a bit of custard, creamy custard exhale. Very smooth throat hit on this one, barely anything. I think these are all 80-20 VG, PG ratios, but I could be mistaken, it might be a 70-30. Again, that's not written on the bottles and I couldn't find it on their website, so I'm unsure on the ratios. But yeah, this is my favourite of all the juices. I'm kind of glad I get to do this review today so I can smash through the rest of the bottle and not have to worry about saving some for a review. Yeah, that's been I've been vaping that every day on these dual fused Claptons. It's a really nice vape. Okay, next one we've got is Rainbow Sherbet in the Dark. So this is the bottle of Rainbow Sherbet in the Dark. Same kind of thing, 3mg nicotine, black bottle. Really nice design on there, very death metal. And this is a Rainbow Sherbet flavour, in case you hadn't guessed. So I'm going to be chucking this back in the Doge, re-wicked on the same Claptons. Oh, I've got barely any of this left. This juice smells absolutely amazing. Really fruity, kind of fizzy. 80 watts, let's have a vape. Great, you get like a citrusy fizziness and it kind of smooths out with this nice kind of berry flavour. It's really nice. I mean, the flavour profile is bang on. I think Rainbow Sherbet in the States is more like a sorbet type ice cream, but it reminds me of those in England. We used to get those straws when you were a kid filled with sherbet. We used to, you'd always have someone in school that would sell them in playgrounds for 5p or whatever. And it takes me back to my days of buying them from the guy at my school and enjoying them on my lunch break. Oh, clouded that up. Let's get rid of some of this vapour. Okay, so when I put this in a tank, ran it through my sub tank on an RTA build. I think it was a dual fused Clapton in there, and it was nice because it's I usually vape kind of creamy vapes like custards and desserts and stuff. So every so often it's nice to have a really fruity, zingy, fizzy flavour just to kind of level your taste buds out. It's if you get vapor's tongue from vaping all the same kind of juices, it's a nice kind of break from your usual juices, and it's not harsh like most kind of citrusy juices are. It's very mellow, very little throat hit. At 3mg, it might go up if you get a 6 or a 12 or something. But yeah, so that was Grimm Kvlt e-juice from Namber Juice. I'll post a link in the description on where you can pick these up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.